The getaway car that was used in this situation, come to find out, when they opened the glove compartment of the getaway vehicle, they found out that the car was registered to somebody close by Key Glock. Everybody knew for a fact Key Glock Nim was standing out there with them poles earlier that day. I want y'all to subscribe to my Instagram if y'all new to the channel for the full details on the whole story on what happened with Big Jook and why did the getaway driver leave the car in the back of Blac Youngsta grandma's crib. I want everybody to throw them dolphins down in the comment section. Let me know if you're a fan of Young Dolph. Let me know if Young Dolph made it to where you can get money just like he made it to where all his artists can get money. The feds are looking at everything in this case, and they're basically putting all the puzzles together. And from what they came up with, everybody who played a role in this, they knew that Moneybagg Yo, he was the silent one in this whole case. When the Young Dolph incident happened, when Young Dolph went in this cookie shop, everybody knew for a fact that it was going to eventually come back around, and a lot of people in CMG name was going to get brought up in this. Yo Gotti, Blac Youngsta, Big Jook, Govan, Straight Drop, Cornelius Smith, Glorilla. It literally made them a target regardless of what's going on, because the way that they targeted Big Jook, the way that they targeted Young Dolph, it was a casuality to what happened with Yo Gotti and how Yo Gotti got in his feelings. So a lot of people looking at it like the feds not finna play no games. As soon as they kick in, they're going to see how he cannot leave the country because he's facing a RICO for what happened with Young Dolph. RP Young Dolph. Throw them dolphins down in the comment section. Let me know if you're a fan of Young Dolph.
Multiple witnesses on the scene are stating that it was more of a shootout. There was over 100 people in that building, and outside they were going back and forth. They literally blocked in with the white Ford Explorer, Yo Gotti's car, so that he couldn't leave the scene, trapping him there to have to see it through. It wasn't a robbery. They came on a strategic hit. In most situations, they will take something from the rappers because they know that they have a lot of money. But in this case, they said they would just do it for free, for justice for Young Dolph. Big Jook knew this was coming. He had gotten multiple text messages from the persons who had planned the hit. Hence the post he had made on Instagram just hours before his demise. He wrote, "They don't want to face you. They want to snake you. Stay alert to stay alive. Watch your back at all times. Put the snakes on the plate and eat great." A few hours later, though, leaves you asking, where was his security team? You already knew what was coming, yet no precautions were put into place.
Yo Gotti was the main one who they said that Key Glock was targeting. And as soon as Key Glock Nim hopped out that black truck, that's when Key Glock Nim started blowing. They knew for a fact that Big Jook was standing over there by his brother because they already saw the footage. This is a sad situation. They dropped the location and this all led back to Key Glock getting investigated. The feds, they're looking at this, the substantial evidence that's been presented by the evidence response team. They're looking at the fingerprints and they're literally saying these guys are dumb. Regardless of what type of war going on in Memphis, they know for a fact that it's going to lead right back to them. And a lot of people feel that they literally should have covered their tracks. A lot of people feel that it's justice for Dolph. I know everybody knew for a fact that it's straight get back. It's revenge for what happened in that cookie shop.
The talk in the street should leave people nervous. CMG is coming for retribution. Talk is no stone will be left unturned, no place will be overlooked to find the person or persons responsible for the senseless act of violence. Too many lives are being lost. Drugs and alcohol lead to senseless decisions being made. We are losing our youth to street gangs and violence because they are being shown this is how to resolve issues. Young Dolph was trying to be the change the world needed. And when that frightful day came, we lost a person with a huge heart. Children lost their father and a mother lost her partner. That day at Makeda's changed the trajectory of events and people's lives for good and bad. There is no side that truly wins here.
The direction that the bullets came from, once they hit Big Jook, he fell down. Yo Gotti tried to run over there and like literally help him up. This is what made it worse because the dudes, they kept shooting, and they was aiming for Big Jook. People thought that Big Jook was gonna be the one who basically covered his brother up. His brother ended up coming at him. I want everybody to understand and really pay close attention to this because this could lead the whole CMG down the lane that they thought that was never gonna come. We know that Snoop Bands, Big Moochie Great, and Key Glock, They was the main ones who basically got the drop on them. And as soon as Big Moochie Grape called from jail, he told them on a FaceTime call from the joint, he told them like, Key Glock, they gonna be right here. Key Glock instantly put everything into motion. And this is what led Key Glock to basically having his way once he went down there. This is why he instantly was in the black truck right behind that white truck. They knew for a fact that the white truck was gonna get tracked back to somebody. But we knew for a fact that the reason they took the plates off is for one reason. They didn't want people or the lights or the camera, stop camera lights seeing it. They didn't want nobody identifying it. But by them finding it, it goes to show it had something to do. It's connected with Blac Youngsta. Blac Youngsta was cool with Key Glock. Key Glock was cool with Young Dolph. I want everybody to know, did Blac Youngsta turn on Yo Gotti? Did Blac Youngsta put himself in a situation to make Moneybagg Yo come out and really look at it like, man, they got themselves in this situation themselves. Key Glock and them knew for a fact that once they went out there, it was gonna be over with, that their name was gonna start ringing. Key Glock knew that his name was gonna start ringing regardless of what went on.
At the end of the day, Yo Gotti's coming back for revenge. My heart bleeds for Memphis because it's about to be the war. He's not going to stop until he has revenge for his brother. And it's going to cause one life for another. And then there's going to be another retaliation on the other side. And it's just going to carry on. It's senseless acts of violence. This is not the way that we should be handling stuff. There's literally more than enough money out there for everybody. I really don't understand what's going on in the music industry lately, but it's heartbreaking.
We all know for a fact that Jay-Z told Yo Gotti, like, man, you can fall back and really take care of your business, or you can realize, go out there and basically retaliate for what they did to your brother. I wouldn't suggest that he do that, but Key Glock and them, they ready. R.I.P. Dolph. Throw them Dolphins down in the comment section. Let me know if you rockin' with PRE. Let me know if you rockin' with CMG. Everybody know for a fact that this crazy. What happened? It was a casualty to the mistakes that Yo Gotti made in his time. He knew for a fact that by him even going back to Memphis, it led back to this whole situation even going down. People thought that it was just gonna be him just doing this and then this over with. No, we know for a fact how they rock. Like at the end of the day, Memphis is heating up right now, and who's to say that they had something to do with Young Dolph getting sent up? Yo Gotti was the main one who told them to go out there and make sure they complete that mission. This is what made Key Glock and them jump out there and basically try to like protect and get back for Young Dolph. You can't do that to nobody and think it ain't gonna come back around. All this is really karma. Regardless of what's going on, Yo Gotti should have never did what he did. The feds is looking at this as if they literally going to sit back and wait and gather up all the information that they need, the evidence that they got from the scene. They reviewed the body cam footage and they said that as soon as they go back there, they gonna do a second double take so they can make sure they got everything. They said it was 2 crime scenes, and the one in the back, that's the one that they kept on staying back there for hours because it was something left back there that really led them to thinking that it was an inside job. They said that dude and them knew exactly which angle that the cameras was turned. And this what goes back to a lot of people sitting back looking at it thinking it's sweet. When you go out there and you only got security and your security ain't really doing nothing, like it's a waste of time. Like a lot of people know that it's so dangerous to go out here in these streets and think that you can just not pay attention to your surroundings. This is why they was able to get up on Big Jook. I want everybody to pay close attention to the key facts in this because this gonna lead back to a long-term investigation that the feds is not gonna give up on.
When talk about timing and planning, it's been 2 years since Young Dolph was killed. This incident happened 14 minutes away from that location. 2 months before the trial is about to kick off. They are going to present their evidence, and this is going to fall right in line with it. They will possibly try to tie the two events together.
They may have to have a jury trial instead of a bench trial because they said that Straight Drop, he don't want to be in the same courtroom doing trial with Govan. Regardless of what's going on, he can't make the choice himself. He's in there for what happened with Young Dolph, R.I.P. Young Dolph, because they should have never even did that to him. They put out a warrant and an award out just so they can find the person who did this to Big Jook. Throw them Dolphins down in the comment section. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're a fan of Young Dolph. Let me know where y'all from.